Hey guys, welcome back to our Miami Redhawks Dynasty. It's MAC Conference Championship time, and it's time for the rematch against the Akron Zips. They ripped one away from us in the last matchup that put us so far back that we almost missed not only this MAC Championship game, but we also almost missed the CFP. If we're not able to win this game at Ford Field, we will not be in the CFP. We are literally on the fringe right now. We are ranked number 14 in the country, but we are the 12th seed in the CFP. But this is our first look at the beautiful Ford Field that we're getting a chance to play in the MAC Conference Championship game. Such a quick turnaround for this program to even be in a spot like this. And it's just so fitting that we're going to be playing against pretty much our rivals at this point, the Akron Zips. But we'll be wearing the all-red unis because we're out for blood in this one. Such a heartbreaking game for us to not be able to come away with that. And we've had it marked on our calendar for a while as Cam Perry gets a return out to the 19-yard line as we'll start out on offense first with Tyler Toledo looking to come back out here and not turn the ball over enough times to lose the game. Remember last time we just could not stop them no matter what, whether by run, by pass, we had no answers for them on defense. But so on second down, we'll go back to the ground game, and we're going to get a nice gain for Kevin Davis. Down to 1st and 10, play action fake, throwing it over to the sideline to Tony Purdom for a first down, and we're moving the ball down the field. Tyler Toledo trying to clean up his act and just make really good choices as we get right back to the line of scrimmage. Not a great run there. Tyler has made a little sketchy decisions at quarterback occasionally this year. That juke move was pretty nice, but did not fool the safety. Most of his turnovers this year have been on the ground. He's been fumbling the ball quite a bit, mostly in the pocket, but he has fumbled the ball quite often, and it has been recovered by the defense most times. But as we're driving down the field, it's a first down again. Throwing, and he's knocked down. He gets hit as he releases it, and just not enough to be able to get the pass off. That has kind of been some of our problems this year. Our offensive line just kind of can't quite hold up long enough to be able to get those passes off. Brings us to a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, and he is going to be sacked. Akron's going to get the huge play. Alani Ursua could not hold back the D tackle, and that sack is killer as it just ends the drive. Has a chance to get blocked, just barely does not, and that punt is excellent out at the 9-yard line as Akron's going to start their first possession on offense. Can we find a way to stop them? Because so far in our history, we have not been successful in that endeavor. As they're going to go with the play action on the first play, and he is going to just get a completion in a great gain. I don't know why Rayon Strader was out of bounds. Rayon literally just decided to leave the field and go do something else. Not a great decision by him as they just get a huge gain out of it. We might just have to send some pressure early to see if we can get this guy rattled, because we don't want him to get into a rhythm, as he is going to go down for the sack. A beautiful play call, as we're going to be right there for the sack. Ethan McDowell making his presence felt here early. QB kind of just scrambled right into him, to be honest. 3rd and 15 being the current answer, though. Throwing it on the comeback, it's beautiful. He's knocked out so hard out of bounds. Fumbled the ball out, but they do still get the first. Great play call for the comeback. That was beautiful against our cover 6. That happened to be the cover 2 side of it, and that is a beautiful call. Such a beautiful call as they're going to go back to the ground game, and that is not going anywhere, and a flag down also. Eli Blakey making a fantastic defensive stop. There is a holding on top of it. That's going to push him back even more. We're going to accept that penalty back to the 1st and 20 now. So 1st and 20. They're going to be running outside, and that's going to get swallowed up in the backfield. Great defense so far. Defense is playing fantastic on those outside runs. It's been more the inside runs that have been giving us problems, and the pass game just in general. Good quick throw. Just gets about 5 yards back out of it. We'll give him that. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. This is a long chance for a pickup. It's going to be knocked incomplete. He threw it into double coverage, and the tight end gets walloped. Incomplete, and it is a punt situation. So we'll be getting it back out on offense. So 2 good defensive possessions for these squads as Cam Perry. Oh, he just couldn't get that edge. That looked nice, though. Definitely looked real nice as Tyler Toledo trying to find a way to get some yards. Gets 2 on the read option. Sounds like sometimes we just run a little bit too much at the beginning, but that is not the case this time, as we're going to get a huge first down for Kevin Davis. Because I just feel like sometimes we run ourselves into a hole, we run ourselves into a 3rd and short or something, and that's going to be a good catch over the middle to Tony Purdom, because we try to focus on the run, and then we get ourselves into a 3rd and medium to 3rd and long, and it ends some of our possessions. So maybe we just got to start picking some better play call situations there, as we'll get the first down. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. It's scoreless in the MAC championship game. 0-0. It's been all defensive. So starting the second quarter, motion over receiver. They're going with a quick play, and it is a blitz, and we're just going to pick it up and get 10 yards out of it. Beautiful call. Tony Purdom just finds himself some space underneath with the zone coverage. That mesh was beautiful for it. And we're going to pick up the first down again with Kevin Davis. Driving down the field. Kevin Davis up the middle gets 7. Just didn't have enough explosiveness to get that huge touchdown. These read options have kind of been the move so far, as Tyler Toledo gets the edge, and he's going to waltz into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Toledo is going to get the huge touchdown scamper, as he puts us on the board 7-0 early. Tyler Toledo just found a way. The read option has been working for us, and we've been calling it over and over again until they stop it. So how will Akron answer? Or will they answer? That is the question. They're going with a play action fake. There is a flag down almost immediately as that pass gets off. It's a huge gain though, but what is the flag going to be? Wow, pass interference on the defense. Okay, I don't really know about that. Not really sure how I feel about that. As that is a beautiful call. Absolutely walloped again. But a nice first down. They are just finding ways to move the ball down the field. It is now or never for our defense. Apparently it might be never. Good hit from Luke Evans, but it's another first down. We might go with a blitz here, just to see what we can do. Throwing it, it's going to be caught, but a flag down. It is going to be in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be holding. Beautiful. We're able to take him 10 yards back. Caleb Tubbs, though, goes down with an injury. That's a big, big injury for us. He is a huge contributor. Then with all those wing stack formations, it's been tough sledding out here for us. Throwing it incomplete and almost intercepted. Wow. Bruised ribs. Oh, will return soon. I feel like we might keep him for a little bit. We'll see what he looks like out there. If he looks too bad, it might be one of those ones where we are going to have to sit him in the end. Second down and 20. The run, and Caleb Tubbs immediately gets injured on the next play. Are you kidding me? After making a huge hit, too. I think we blitz him again. I think that has been pretty effective for us. Scrambling out of the pocket, and he goes down for the sack. Jalil Reshad getting in there for the sack, and it's 4th and 22 at the 35. Such a beautiful time to rush in there and get the sack. Jalil Reshad just still making plays out there with his second sack of the game. So now they're going to be set up for a long field goal, which they'll probably end up drilling, because I feel like they always drill this on this Heisman mode. And he does, so it's 7-3. But hey, we will take that, because they were driving quite well, and at least we held them off from scoring enough to tie it. So they'll kick it back off, as we have 5 minutes left in this quarter to try to get an answer. Cam Perry, great return to the 26. A little bit more speed, he'd have been gone. They're just going to slowly start loading this box, I think, as we are not getting anywhere there, just right back to the line of scrimmage. But it's deservedly right that they stack the box, because we've been running on them all day, as that is a beautiful play call. And Javon Tracy getting a massive first down over the middle on the slant. And we're all the way at midfield already. Good drive so far for Tyler Toledo and company, as we're going to go with a little run to the quarterback himself on the fake jet pass. Gets 3. Second down just across midfield. Throwing it, and it's almost intercepted. Wow, we didn't think that linebacker was going to get there fast enough on that. That was not a good look. And it looks like they might be bringing the house on this one. We're going to try to get out there quick. Has a perfect call for a screen. And Kevin Davis gets the juke move to break the tackle and get the first. Kevin Davis moving the chains. Well, we kind of like this look here. Might want to change that up just a little bit so we can get him a little bit more open. We'll hit the tight end instead. It didn't actually work out how we wanted it, but it's a first down anyway. Anytime it's a first down is a perfect time, as we're going to run it up the middle with Brunson for 2. We're getting close to the end of the first half now, letting the 2-minute timeout happen, as we're trying to continue this possession. Back over the middle to the tight end for a nice gain, and it's 3rd and 1. Very important possession. Going to be motioning a guy over. Up the middle, doesn't get it. It's a timeout called. Do we go for it or kick the field goal? I think the move is to go for it. If we get this, it could be massive for us. We'll get a huge gain to the tight end. Up the middle in the fullback dive. Such a good run up the middle with the fullback. Gives us an opportunity for a 1st and goal. And we can just keep running the ball. So we go no huddle, just so we have more control on the clock. And this one will go right into the end zone for the touchdown. Kevin Davis is going to get in for the score on a beautiful drive from the Redhawks. Milking the clock all the way down to 8 seconds left in the half. And scoring the big touchdown after completing a 4th down. So 1st and 10, 8 seconds left. Do they just run it out? What a play from Ty Thompson in the backfield. They probably just run it out. Yep, they don't even snap anything. Great job from Ty Thompson to pretty much end that half, as it's 14-3 at the half. 2 quarters away from a MAC Conference Championship game, on the backs of Tyler Toledo and Kevin Davis. So second half about to begin. Will the defense stay hungry? That is the question. Little motion over from one of the receivers. It's a fake jet motion. They're still going to give it off to him, and he's just going to run out of bounds for a loss of 2. I mean, we'll take that. I mean, we'll absolutely take that. I don't even know what to say on that one. Throwing it over the middle, and it's caught for a 1st down to the running back. Great job, honestly. Really couldn't have even drew that up any better. We had one of our linebackers vacate the middle of the field to go cover the first guy coming out the backfield. And it ended up working fantastic for them. Good deflection. Walter So really forcing a good incompletion. And bringing up a 2nd down. Going to be running it up the middle. Not really much of anything. Great job there from our D tackle. And that was Zach Scoble. It's one of the names that we haven't really said that much yet. So it's nice whenever we see some production from him. Going to be throwing that. He's hit as he throws it, and it's knocked down incomplete. He was into quadruple coverage. Ethan McDowell on the pressure. And that is a beautiful job by the defense coming right out of the half. Coach has them absolutely fired up and ready to win this MAC Conference Championship game. But in order to do that, we got to stay hungry and keep fighting till that final whistle. Going to be running it up the sideline with Kevin Davis. Down he goes all the way to the 50-yard line on a huge scamper. From Kevin Davis, he hit the crease and just kept going. The read option has been giving him fits. Throwing it. Oh, he was just hit as he released it. We would have loved to actually get that off. But we saw pressure and didn't really want to stay with the read option there. This time, Tyler Toledo trying to get to the outside. He ends up losing 6. Great coverage, great discipline. And it's a really long third down. This one might be difficult. Throwing it over the middle. Caught for close to the first. Just going to put us in a better spot to punt the ball away. We have to be safe here. I feel like it would not be very realistic to try to go for it at this point. We just need to play safe and not give them a great field position immediately, as that is an excellent punt. Downing them at the 3-yard line. Absolutely beautiful punt job. And I think we got to send some pressure here. We would love to get a sack or a safety of some sort. And a huge hit from Zach Schobel on the running back. He gains 2. 2nd down and 8. And oh no. Bad pursuit angle, and he gets a nice gain all the way to the 20-yard line, and we're pretty much out of safety range now. So never mind about that. 1st and 10. Back on the ground game, and oh my gosh, Luke Evans. Sir, you just got run over. He's going to have to get up and look for the license plate on the back of that truck, because he just got drilled. Throwing a terrible pass to the tight end. He just missed him entirely. Jalil Reshad. Just making some good plays, to be honest. Wow. Just evading it. And he gets the first down. That's incredible. Taj Bullock. Make it a heck of a play. Oh, we don't like this. They're always moving guys around, and it makes it real tough for us here. As that is going to be a huge hit from Rayon Strader, but they get the first down. This is where we struggle. This is definitely where we struggle. When they're moving people around, they're doing all this shifty, fancy stuff. That's a great TFL, though, from Ethan McDowell. Our team does not have the play recognition to be able to keep up with that. It's just a little bit too much on their plate there. Good throw over the middle, but not much. Brings up a 3rd down. Just making some good, safe throws, but not doing a whole lot to move the chains for them. They got to press the ball a little bit more downfield. That'll do it. Good hit from Luke Evans, but a 1st down. Can we get more pressure? That's also another name of the game. Throwing it to... Oh, no. Just left him wide open, and it's a huge gain. Luke Evans messed that one up. We got to go blitz. Got to put some more pressure on this kid, because he is just carving us up right now. Play action, and down he goes. Luke Evans with the sack. Finally getting him to the ground. But he is starting to turn it on in this quarter. We need to stop that immediately. Well, we don't like how spread out this is. Oh, no. What a call, though. What a play call. Especially against cover 3 on top of it, though. Jeez. And they're going to run it off, and it's an option play. It's a beautiful call, and it's a touchdown for Akron. They are on the board with 7 points. Oh, we knew it was a matter of time before they were going to get it going. They are going for 2. Potentially a decently big 2-point conversion try here. They are going to throw it right over top of the blitzing linebacker, and it's a good 2-point conversion. It's a 3-point game. With just 33 seconds left in the quarter, 3 points is all that is the difference. Didn't realize we have literally only thrown the ball 11 times in this game so far. As we motion them over. Running up the middle, and wow, he got walloped by the middle linebacker. 2nd down and 9. Throwing it on the screen. Kevin Davis is going to get the first down, as that brings the end of the 3rd quarter. As we are headed to 1 quarter left in this game, and we need some scoring to advance our lead. It's a tight one here. Empty formation, as we're going to motion over Mr. Reggie Virgil gets a juke move, and he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of about 15. First down and 10 again. Over the middle, wide open receiver, Javon Tracy, 10 yards. I mean, if they're not going to cover those drags, we need to use that a little bit more often and just do what we can. Good first down pickup from Kevin Davis. Motioning running back in the backfield. It is a blitz. It's a wide open receiver yet again over the middle on the drag. I mean, are they even covering the middle of the field? Doesn't look like it right now. Kevin Davis trying to get some yards, gets a few. He's getting a little banged up now. We're going to move Kevin Davis to the second running back just so he's still on the field, but Danny Dunlap will be our number 1 for a bit. Oh, it could have been a touchdown if the blitz wouldn't have got home so quickly. Big 3rd down and 6 coming up. Danny Dunlap trying to break a tackle, doesn't get much, and it brings up a field goal. And Dom has been known to mess up. But here it is. It's up. It's long enough. It is right down the middle and good. The 3-point bomb from Dom. As we're going to push this to 17-11. It's a 6-point game. Would have loved to get a touchdown, but at least that makes it definitely need to be a touchdown game now. But boy, do we have to find an answer for this offense, especially when they start going no huddle and pulling all these RPO junk out of here. Great job from Marco Devi on the TFL. And coverage has been semi-okay for us, as that's going to be a throw over the middle to the running back. He's caught and dragged down for 5. 3rd down and 5. Throwing it, and he's caught, and it's a first down. Jalul Rishad read that so well, but it didn't matter. He got drilled as soon as he caught it, but holds on. That's a heck of a catch. Can't ask for much else. And Caleb Tubbs, great instinct. Only a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 now. Motioning over the receiver again. They're going to keep it off to the running back, though, who gets hit hard from Silas Walters. 3rd and 1 upcoming. The run, and it's not going to do anything. Silas Walters with the stop. That's a huge stop, and it brings up a 4th down. Could be for all the marbles here. Throws quick, and it's caught for the tight end and a first down. It's got to be time to bring in some of our favorite blitzes. We got to get here fast. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and it's caught for 8 yards and out of bounds. Got to try it again. 2nd down and 2. Fake run. He's caught to the tight end. No one's dropping anything right now. Akron calls a timeout. I don't think I've actually ever seen Akron call a time. Anyone of the CPU call a timeout with 2 minutes and 1 second left so they can have the 2-minute warning timeout also. That's wild. Because that's huge, because we just got a sack there, which was also massive. But the timeout that they called was excellent, as that is a huge gain from the running back. Jeez, why can't we take this guy down? But them calling that timeout really saved them, because they didn't have to even worry about it with getting sacked. As they throw over the middle, it's caught, and a great gain. It's 1st and goal. I mean, we just got a borderline blitz, because they either we got to get a stop, or they got to score immediately. Throwing to a wide open running back for the touchdown. And I guess that's exactly what we asked for, because we don't want them to have the last possession, apparently. We're going to try to go for a block, though. See if we can get one. It looks like it's up, and it is good. So the extra point, Akron takes the lead. So as the kick is underway, we'll let this thing bounce out of the end zone. 1:13 to go down the field. So 1st and 10. Throwing over to Tony Purdom. It's caught for a huge gain and a no huddle, as we're going to keep trying to go down the field on it. Motioning over a receiver. Going to be running up the middle with Tyler Toledo. Gets a huge gain, and a timeout will be called, just to regroup and figure out our plan of attack. 45 seconds left. A field goal would win the game. Just trying to get in a better field goal position here, as they are going to call a timeout. At this point, just safe plays are kind of what we want to do. We'd ideally like to get a little closer, though, as that's going to be a huge gain, and Reggie Virgil's going to have it all the way down to the 11-yard line. We don't want the Excel clock to just completely drain the whole thing to 0 and mess up. So we want to have this more on our terms, as we are going to run it with Danny Dunlap to get right in front of where we want to be. And we'll drain this clock all the way down to 3 seconds and call the timeout. So the final timeout called, it's a straight on kick. Kick is up. It is straight down the middle, and the MAC championship goes to the Redhawks, as Miami is going to get the win over Akron at the end of the game. Basically the same thing as last time. Akron just pulling away at the end and winning it, and we couldn't come back. But this time, it's a different story, as the Redhawks are gonna be victorious, 20-18. What a thrilling game. I mean, goodness. Tyler Toledo with 1:13 to drive the whole length of the field to win it. Does an excellent job as a true freshman. Didn't turn it over and just played super, super clean. Defense has some issues, though, and needs to get that settled out as we're going to enter the CFP, because we're going to be trying to take on the #1 seed in the playoff. Yeah, we might get rocked. But for right now, we're going to enjoy this MAC trophy. Tyler Toledo playing such a great game. 15 for 19, 203, 78% completion percentage, no touchdowns and no interceptions. But he also did pretty well on the ground, having 35 yards and a touchdown. Kevin Davis was 17 for 93 and a touchdown. And the ball was spread around pretty well for all the receivers, with Tony Purdom being the receptions leader with 4, and also had the most yards with 59. 9 tackles for Caleb Tubbs. TFL leader Ty Thompson, Jalil Reshad, and Ethan McDowell had 2 of them. Jalil Reshad with 1.5 sacks, 1 for Eli Blakey and Luke Evans, and a half sack for Ethan McDowell. As Jalil Reshad is going to get the MAC Defensive Player of the Week with that outstanding performance. And looks like your Heisman winner is Jaden Mava with 3,900 yards, 48 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And Ty Thompson's going to win the Best Defensive Player Award. 21 TFLs. Great job from him. He's also going to win the Best Defensive End. Cam Perry is going to win the Best Special Teams Returner with his 3 punt returns for a touchdown. That's awesome. And oh snap. How did we drop from 14 to 15? First off is what I want to know. But second off, we have to play #1 in the country, Washington, in the first round. Okay. Alright guys, we're pumped for early signing day. What is the dev traits? So we have 2 5-stars. Ian Sauerbrunn, offensive tackle, is Elite Dev. Oh my word. Elite Dev. 75 speed, 95 strength, 85 run block, and pass block power. Whew. With ground and pound already, that's insane. Oh my gosh, an Elite Dev for the corner with 95 speed. The 5 stars, they're both Elite Dev. Oh, it's sad. Kentrell Eakin is a normal Dev with 97 speed and jammer off rip. Wow, this other corner's Elite Dev. We have 3 elites in the first 4. Normal Dev for the D tackle. Impact for Heath Holiday. Impact for the other corner. Impact for that one. And Chester Perfect is going to be Star Dev for the Agile Athlete. Star again for Andy Gammon. And Impact for Ben Calloway. I love that class so far. Still not 100% sure about those other guys, but we should be able to get them. Star Dev for Geo Murphy, that's sad. And for Alfonso a Star. So we lost both those guys. Just was kind of interested to see what their dev was, but we'll be removing them from the board. And looking at what's left, I mean, we have a great chance. I think we should be able to get all of these guys that are still listed on this board, and we'll see what else hits the transfer portal. But after we finish the regular season and the MAC conference game, it's a good time to look at the season stats. We still have one more game at least. We might, well, I mean, most likely we're going to get knocked out by Washington, so that might be our last game there, but it's a good chance to at least look at the stats right now. Tyler Toledo's got 27, almost 2,800 yards, only 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So not really scoring a lot offensively. But Kevin Davis with 940 yards and 16 rushing touchdowns. He's doing excellent. Tony Purdom leading the way with his 675 yards and 5 touchdowns. Reggie Virgil not far behind him, 665 and 2. Javon Tracy and Kevin Davis still yet to get a receiving touchdown this season, which is crazy because Kevin Davis has the most receptions on the team and still hasn't had a receiving touchdown. Team leader in tackles, Caleb Tubbs, 87 of them. 21 TFLs, which we knew, but 14 for Jalil Reshad. That's a great season for him. 10 for Luke Evans. Dalvin Ellaby with 10. Sacks, Ty Thompson, 12. Dalvin with 5. Jalil Reshad, 4.5. 6 interceptions for both Rayon and Caleb Tubbs. Caleb Tubbs has been everywhere. Getting 7 TFLs, leading in tackles, getting 6 interceptions. I mean, he's just doing it all out there. 10 deflections for Luke Evans is nice. 7 for Rayon Strader. 6 for Silas. And well, boys, looking at the CFP, this is an insane road ahead of us. Because we have to not only first play number 1 Washington. If we somehow manage to get by them, we then have to play the Tennessee Volunteers. And then after that, we have to play most likely Clemson. Or maybe Texas A&M or LSU, but probably Clemson. That is a insane first 3 games, if we even make it that far. I seriously doubt we get through all 3 of those games, let alone making it to the national championship game. But this is going to be one crazy road ahead of us. But that will be where we're going to end it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And in the next one, we'll be going into the CFP. So make sure to sub to the channel so you don't miss it, because it's going to be coming out here pretty soon. But I will see you guys in that one. But until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.